Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. Welcome to the show. Last second adjustments here. And we are live. We are going to be doing some channel reviews today. Make sure you check the pinned comment if you want us to take a look at your YouTube channel and help you grow your channel. We are looking at channels today. We've already got a few in the buffer already. And so make sure you submit your channel. They're going to be first come, first serve. So once we run out, we run out. I'm probably only going to be here for about an hour, maybe a little over an hour today. So we're probably going to get through 4 or 5, maybe 6 channels in that time frame. So thank you guys for joining us today. If you're here, say hello in the chat. Let me know where you're from and what we're looking at today. This has been a crazy day. For those of you that don't know, besides all the craziness going on in the world, if you didn't see, StreamYard was acquired today. We're going to be talking more about it tomorrow during the podcast when we do industry news. But excited for the guys at StreamYard. Supposedly, they're going to be bringing some more stuff, and it's going to be a great integration to help us as creators to be able to bring better content to those of you that are here. Hello, Phonology. Thank you so much. We already have your channel up in the review queue, so we will be getting to you in just a little bit. Vintage Vagabond Vans. Hello. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining us today. And if you want us to look at your channel, we will be looking at channels today. Use the form in the pinned comments to submit your channel for a review. And copy. We'll drop the link in the chat real quick, just so that it's in there, so people can find it. And like I said, we already have some already up in the queue. Let me pull it up. And hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I was going to give people a couple of minutes to show up, get those notifications out. I had this set up a few days ago, so we should be getting notifications out to people. But the big change with StreamYard, we don't know how it's going to change. They're saying that it's not going to change very much, very fast. So we are going to be looking at it and seeing. I'm hoping Amber shows up because I got her up. Actually, she was one of the first ones up. But she'll be here in a few minutes. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. I know Phonology was here. Phonology. Let me see here. Share my screen. Chrome tab. And there is your channel. Let's make that big so you can see it. And okay. Oh, I'm in the wrong Chrome tab. Hold on. Stop screen share. Here, pull up this one. And copy. Set everything up in the wrong Chrome window. This is the problem with having too many Google accounts. I have too many Chrome windows open at one time. And there's your. And there we go. All right, so let me get back over here, screen share now. The other window, share that. And there we go. Let me get this extra stuff out of the way real quick. Turn that off. Go ahead and turn my overlays off so we can see your channel. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some YouTube channels today. We're going to start here with yours, Phonology. First thing that we look at when we look at a channel is the first thing I should know whenever I come to your channel is what is your channel about? And right here, subscribe. That's about you. That's not about the viewer. Why? What is this channel about for the viewer? So I would totally get rid of that. And I would put your value proposition. What is your channel all about? What can people expect when they come to your channel? It's one of the most important things you can do right there at the start. Otherwise, you will lose people when they come in. You can put your logo up there, but your name and your logo aren't that big. But I mean, all this is about you. You want people to subscribe. I get that. We all want people to subscribe. But why should they subscribe to you? That's what your value proposition is. What is your channel about and why they should subscribe to you? When we talk about value proposition, let me show you my channel. Okay, here's my channel. Right up front, first thing you see, who my target audience is. Newbie's Guide to YouTube. So it's new YouTubers. This is who my channel's for. And what are you going to get out of my channel? We're going to help you build your channel, optimize for growth, and engage your audience. That is my value proposition. This is who I'm talking to and what I'm talking to them about. That needs to be in your banner right here so that people see your channel. They know exactly what your channel is all about right from the start. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. So we're going to take a look at your videos. The specific video you shared with me was one of your first videos, I think, or one of your latest videos. It was the jumping jacks video. Let me turn that off. We'll go over here to your videos. Now I'm not going to watch the whole video, but that swirly intro screen that you did right there, that may be because I know what you put in there is one of the things that you're looking for is watch time. That right there is going to cause you to have a high bounce rate. I think that particular effect is more distracting than beneficial for your channel. And this is my personal opinion. And I think that that's driving people away. The way you can know this is to look at your analytics and see if you have a high drop off rate on your audience retention report right at the start of your video. But I mean, I'm 2 seconds into your video and I already want to leave. That's not good. In order to increase your audience retention, you need to look at what is grabbing people's attention, what's keeping them on your channel. And that will help you with that. One of the things that I see, you're doing a lot of reaction videos and you're young. You're like, I don't know what your age is, but it looks like you're like 14, 15. I looked at a couple of your videos earlier today. But the thing is that you're young, so take all this with a grain of salt. You got a long time ahead of you to grow and to learn. And I would focus right now on just learning how to be a great creator. And you're doing really well. You've got some good views. You've got 72 hours. Some of these thumbnails are pretty good. But your videos are all over the place. You're not really defining an audience. And I know this because I can also go over here to your About Me page and trying to make more life more fun into everyone's life. Well, there's an old saying that says if you try to please everyone, you'll wind up pleasing no one. And this needs to be more defined. You're not here to fun everyone. Not everyone's going to be into fun challenges and pranks. But you need to define who that is. So if you're into, I mean, you say it right here, we'll be doing crazy fun challenges and pranks. That line right there, that's your value proposition. That's what this should say up here on your banner. We're going to be doing fun, crazy fun challenges and pranks. We're bringing more fun into your life. Put that on your banner. That's why people should listen to you. That's why people should watch your channel, because they like fun challenges and pranks. Now, when you look at your videos, I'm looking at this from my perspective, saying, who is your target audience? Is it 14, 15-year-olds. Because it says on your thing that it's everybody, but it's not everybody because I'm not interested in your content. And it's not personal, but it's just not my kind of thing. So not everyone is going to be your target audience. When we sort this out by our most popular videos, what we're going to look at is, okay, there's your celebration. You did pretty good. 3,000 views on that one, 3,000 views on Egg Roulette Remix. And you followed it up. You had another one. Oh, that one was actually a month later and it was almost as much, 3.1 thousand views. So that is working for you. And what I would do is double down and do more of what you did on those two videos, because whatever you did on those two videos got a lot of attention and it was really, really popular. Now, I don't know, that was right around Easter time, so that might be why those did so well. And also that was in the height of during the very beginning of the pandemic. That led to a ton of views on a lot of channels. But then you have this, make fire in 3 seconds. That doesn't seem to fit. To me, it doesn't fit the rest of your value proposition. That is more of something I would watch if I was watching an outdoors or a camping type channel. And the problem is you're going to bring it. I mean, you brought out a lot of views, 2.9 thousand views. You probably brought a lot of subscribers. The problem is somebody that's interested in looking for a fire starting challenge may not be interested in your pranks. They may not be interested in your other challenge videos. So you really need to define what type of challenges you're going to do and focus on a certain niche of challenges. There's a lot of challenge channels out here, and some of them do really, really well. But that's something that you really want to focus in on to get it. YouTube says your banner is not the right size. I make my banners in Canva. They have a banner. You just select the template for YouTube banner and it's automatically sized the right size for you. So that's what I use for all my templates. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Moon Goddess. Thank you guys for coming. If you want us to take a look at y'all's channels, submit the form up in the chat, and we will be taking a look at some channels today. But I would just more define. But again, you're really, really young. I would make sure that you also, like in your about page, kind of define what age range of people you're talking about, because you're right on that edge of the COPA and the channels being made for kids. The age cutoff is 13, so you want to keep your channel over age 13. Otherwise, they're going to put a lot of restrictions on your channel, and it'll be really hard for you to grow. But look at your audience retention report, see where you're losing people in how you're presenting your content. Your content looks good. I did watch a few of your videos, and the way you're editing is really good. I would just stay away from those crazy swirly eye effects. And part of that is like, I have a disabled daughter, and a lot of kids with her disabilities have seizures. And if they were to watch that video, that intro on that jumping jacks video, that would put her into a seizure. And that's something you have to think about when you're using those kind of effects, is what kind of effect is it going to have? Because then that could be a really bad deal. So be careful with using those kind of effects, especially in the very opening of your video, because you don't want the first 30 seconds of your video is probably the most important part of your video. I will spend more time on that first 30 seconds than on the rest of a 10-minute, 20-minute video put together, because it's that important, because that your thumbnail, your title, and that opening 30 seconds of your video, which we call the hook, that's where you're grabbing people's attention. Those are the 3 most important things to get views and to keep people watching. If you get their attention with that title and thumbnail, and then you hook them in, reiterating that title and thumbnail with your introduction, people will stay and watch a 10-minute video, a 15-minute video, a 20-minute video if you got that engagement in that first 30 seconds. But if you lose them in that first 30 seconds, they'll leave your channel and never come back to another video you do. Or it may be months before they check on another video you do. But then I would just, more clearly define your niche. You're doing well, but I would just tighten it up a little bit, more clearly define the types of challenges you're going to do, and try to keep it on point and keep it going. Just keep creating, and you've got time. You've got a lot of time on your hands. You are very young, and that'll be good for you. So hope that is helpful to you. And we have next up is going to be our friend, Ms. Amber from Out Country. Copy. Open her channel up. All right. And back to StreamYard. All right. We're going to look at Out Country. All right. I like some of the things you're doing here already. All right. You are a treasure hunter. And I see that right here. Treasure hunting. Out Country sales. What I don't really see, and this is kind of confusing to me, is who your target audience is. Is it treasure hunters? Or, because that's what this tells me, is treasure hunters. But then I start looking at your titles, and you've got reselling on eBay. You got thrifting for resale, Christmas lights show, resellers having fun, USPS delays. So if your value proposition is for treasure hunters, resellers are treasure hunters, but not all treasure hunters are resellers. And not all people that are interested in watching treasure hunting videos are resellers. So you need to define, are you making content for resellers or are you making content for treasure hunters? And this is a mistake I made on Storage Scavenger. I was trying to target both audiences and it fragmented my audience. And that's why I have 800 subscribers and some of my videos get, 100 or 200 views, and some of them get 400 or 500 views, and some of them get 800 views, because we fragmented our audience from the start. So we're bringing in with the Storage Scavenger stuff, with the scavenging in the storage units, we were bringing in the treasure hunter community, but then we were doing all the eBay reselling tips and strategies where we were bringing in the reselling community. And they're two different audiences. So you need to really define which audience do you want to serve to continue your growth, to really grow. One thing I would recommend, and I recommend this to everybody, is get rid of all of these unless you're over 10,000 subscribers. And the reason why is this is all telling people, thank you for coming to my channel. Now leave YouTube. Before they've even seen your videos, you're telling them to leave YouTube. So I would only put a YouTube subscribe link, which is just your channel URL. And I have some videos on how to do this, but let me pull this up. I've got a banner right here. So you take your channel URL and you just add this at the end of it. It's !confirmation_sub equals 1. And if you put that on the end of your URL, it will put it will make your subscription link a subscribe link. And then you can put that subscribe right there, and they click on that and it'll pop up a confirmation to subscribe to your channel. And that way you can put a subscribe link right there in that top corner. And that way you get rid of sending people to Instagram, Facebook, and you can put all this stuff in your description. You can put all that on your About Me page. I just wouldn't put it right there front and center, the first thing they see when they come to your channel, because your whole purpose that YouTube looks at this and sees Okay, you're bringing people to the platform, or are you sending people away from the platform? The more you bring people to the platform and keep them watching, the more they want to serve your content. The more you send them away from the platform, you're telling YouTube, hey, these people come to my channel and they leave YouTube before they even watch the video. That's a negative signal to YouTube, so they're less likely to show your channel for your particular keywords. And then Out Country Sales is your channel name, but I'm not sure about your channel keywords. Let's see. Do you have? Let me turn that off for just a second. Let's look at your channelytics. Okay, abandoned storage units, resale, flea market finds, garage sale finds, yard sale finds, garage sale flips, resale. Again, are you targeting the abandoned storage unit, the treasure hunters, or are you targeting the flips? I would more tighten up and define that just for growth purposes, because that's going to give you a tighter audience. YouTube's going to know better who to serve your content to. And when you're subscribed, one of the things you have to realize is YouTube does treat each piece of content on its own. But one thing that they look at when you put out this video a week ago, they're going to look at your audience and how your audience responded to that video. If your audience did not come and watch, look, you got over 1,000 subscribers, only 54 views. That means your own subscribers didn't come watch this piece of content, which means YouTube is going. This is why how you build subscribers is important too. But if your own subscribers didn't watch that piece of content, why should they serve it to somebody else? They're going to say your own subscribers, so it's going to take them a while. Now they can still take off, but it might take them several weeks or several months to find the right audience for that, because the audience you've already established wasn't interested in that content. That's where subscribers are important. Subscribers are important if they come back and watch your next piece of content. If they're not coming back and watching your content, it's hurting your channel to have them subscribe to you. This is why we try to stay away from sub for sub. This is why I say the everybody support everybody attitude. In theory, it helps. In theory, if all you're doing is building subscribers, but if you want viewers on your channel, if you want subscribers that are going to help build your channel, you've got to get subscribers that are watching your content, not subscribers that are subscribed just because somebody told them to subscribe to you. Or, where's the sub for sub, where people subscribe just hoping you'll subscribe to them. That's one of the worst ways to get subscribers, because they don't care about your content. You want subscribers that your subscribers should be your most loyal fans. They should be the people that like your content the most. And remember, I don't even have to be subscribed to you to see your content. All I have to do is watch a few of your videos and YouTube's going to serve me your content. So you'll get people. That's why you should have more unsubscribed views than subscribe views. I'm going to unsubscribe for you for just a second because I want to see. Okay, you do have a channel trailer. It's a short, it looks like. And my question is, how well is this performing converting to subscribers? Is it converting to subscribers when they come to your channel? Because if not, then you might want to change it. I usually make this my highest performing video for whatever my primary goal is right now. For me, subscribers, trying to gain subscribers on my channel. So I try to keep my highest subscribed video right there. If it's watch time, then if you're trying to gain watch time, a short video is not helping you gain much watch time. So I would move that. If it's view numbers on your videos, then that's going to come down to your titles and thumbnails for the most part. Now, as we're looking at your content, here's your shorts, no thumbnails. Remember, shorts can show up in search. Shorts can show up in recommended content. Treat your shorts like any other piece of content on your channel. So you should do a compelling title. You should do a compelling theme, keyword. You should do a thumbnail that's to get people to click. Your thumbnails, thrift for resale. Okay, if I'm searching, I'm not searching for thrift for resale. So are you doing search-based keywords? And then also, what is the compelling nature to make me want to click on that video and watch it? One of the things that we found, if we're doing storage units, if I'm doing thrifting hauls, when I like showcase one of the finds that we had, rather than focusing on, hey, we went thrifting, my videos performed a whole lot better. So like I have one that performed really well, that was a pair of Nike shoes that we found. They were almost brand new. My thumbnail was me holding those Nikes up to the camera right there front and center, and paid $20 for these. Sold them for within 24 hours. I did a whole series on that because I bought them for $20, sold them within 24 hours of listing them. So buying, selling, shipping, all within 3 days of each other. And and that series performed pretty well for us. But you've got to compel people to watch. Again, especially if you're going after the treasure hunters, you want to show off your treasures. Even if you're targeting the reselling community, which is cool, maybe you focus on a bolo that you found. This is a huge bolo. Look at Courtney at Bolo Buddies. She's done really, really well. And part of that's because she's really tightly focused on those bolos, and she showcases the bolos, and she very tightly targets those bolos in her videos. And that's what you want to do. You want to, if you're targeting the reselling community, that one of the big things they're looking for is bolos. So if you're doing a thrift haul or a storage unit and you find a good bolo, you want to showcase that and maybe put something in here like, hey, we spent $20 and made 500, or what did $20, how much did we make spending $20? Things like that are going to be compelling to resellers, because that's going to make them, hey, how much did you make when you went thrifting and spent $20? I want to know that. Christmas lights. This does not fit your channel at all. And I know we want to show fun stuff that we do with our families. I get that. I've done it myself. But luckily, this one only got you 59 views. But if this one had gone viral and gotten you hundreds of views, honestly, it would hurt your channel more than help it, because you would be building subscribers that aren't in your target audience, that don't care about watching or reselling content. If you're going to be targeting resellers, every single piece of content on your channel should be for those resellers. Every single keyword you're targeting should be for those resellers. And I'm not trying to beat you up. I want you to be better. That's why I'm doing all this stuff. So I don't want people to take anything I say personally. I sometimes come off as kind of rough, but I think you need more compelling language. Make it about the viewer, not about what you found. These are about, chit chat with me and Amber and Natalie. Okay, that's your live streams. But what were you talking about? This is why we started adding structure to our shows instead of just doing random live streams. When we started the Storage Scavenger, we were just doing random hangout type live streams, but we weren't growing. It was engaging with our audience, but it didn't help us to grow our community. When I started saying, okay, we're going to plan a topic. And by the way, it doesn't have to take up the whole thing. Just like when you're doing these cool things in your videos, it doesn't have to be the whole video, but it needs to be in the video. Like that bolo you found, you could center your entire thumbnail around one bolo that you found. And that bolo might take a minute of your entire video to show, but it's in the video. The same is true with your live stream. You might spend 5 minutes on the topic you plan out, but when you do that, you're able to target specific keywords instead of these general come hang out with us. And it helps you to get ranking in search, and it helps you to grow your channel. That's why we started doing more specific keywords, and every one of our videos are now more structured, and we put more and more structure into our live streams. And people are being more engaged. They're getting better replay value. We're getting ranked and searched more, and it's helping to grow our channel. Our live streams right now, the reason I'm doing so many live streams right now is my live streams are my top performing videos on my channel. growth, views, everything, watch time, everything across the board. Our live streams are our most popular content. And a lot of it's because of the structure we've been adding to it. And we're working on drilling down the structure even more and tightening it up even more. So think about adding some structure to your live streams to make them searchable, to bring more people into your channel and help you grow your audience. Beep, beep. Honestly, I like that video without the beep, beep. That's a great thumbnail if you took the words off and just showing that car right there. Along with your title, that car, that title, you don't have to have text on a thumbnail. This one right here, profit. How much profit? A dollar amount on there. Look at Storage Auction Pirates. He doesn't just put, hey, we made money. He put, hey, we made $20,000 on this unit, $100,000 on this unit, $70,000 on this unit. Or can we make $100,000? Make it a question. Just make sure you address that question inside your video. You want to be real. You don't want to clickbait like some of the other storage auction channels do, where they put unrealistic numbers and they don't even mention what their clickbait was in the video. But again, vintage choice sale, I think that could be better. I like the picture, but I think the text could be better. It could be more compelling. So that's just what I would look at. And then let's look at your content. I'm going to go over to your videos page. We're going to sort it by your most popular videos. Look, that one with the car, and it's doing really well. 2,000 views on it 4 months ago. I think you could probably get more views if you took the beep beep off. My personal opinion. Huge profit, but how much profit? That would perform better if it said $100,000, $20,000, whatever. Cha-ching. I like the cha-ching. I think that's pretty cool the way you did that. A profit again, I would add more to that. Vintage, instead of vintage, storage wars, storage unit finds, what kind of vintage? You won't believe what we found, or something compelling, as long as it's engaging and interesting. And then also think about, look into one of the things that we started doing with our storage units is build a story based on the unit. Instead of just, this is the stuff we found, find a story in the unit. The most popular videos on my Storage Scavenger channel are the ones where we told the story of the people who own the unit. Whether it was a drug dealer, and I told the story of how this person got thrown in jail and they were serving a sentence, and I showed the paperwork proving that they were in prison at the moment for sharing. I found the drug paraphernalia. I showed that drug paraphernalia. So we were able to target those drug dealer keywords. One, being monetized, those keywords have a higher CPM than just storage unit finds. So you're going to make more money on your AdSense revenue. But the other part of that is it's more compelling. It's going to get more people to come and watch your content. Again, and finding specific items, focusing on specific items that you find within those units, that will bring more people in. Or focusing on the story of the unit. One of the most popular series on my channel, still, we did it a year ago, was our homeless treasures unit. We did a whole unit and a whole series on how this family lost everything. They were living out of this storage unit, and we told their story, and we told the sadness of the story. We told how he passed away, and then she was living out of the storage unit, and then she had a mental breakdown. We told the whole story throughout. It took me like 5 videos to do the whole unit. It took me almost a month to do the unit. But that series has been one of our most popular series because we told the story and we drew people through the story as we went from next video to the next video to the next video. So try to break up that story and try to bring more people in. Again, here, hot pepper challenge from a year ago. It's really popular. Brought in, 700 views, probably brought you quite a few subscribers. that are not interested in storage unit finds and reselling. I would honestly, stuff like that, I would just unlist it. You're already at monetization already, or maybe you're working on the watch time for monetization. If you're still working on your monetization watch time, then I would leave it up there until you get monetized. But once you get those hours, I would unlist stuff like that. Garage sales. Again, what did you find at the garage sales? But I mean, you've got some good videos here. I like your content, and I subscribe to your channel, so I know what your content's like. I don't have to pull them open and watch them. But you're doing a good job. It's just tighten things up a little bit, be a little bit more focused and targeted, and that's going to help you grow. So I hope that those help. We are going to come back over here. Put myself back up there. Hi. So we're having fun. We are going to pull up some more channels here. And Vintage Vagabond Vans. Next up. Okay, so you got right here Vintage Vagabond online reseller searching worldwide for unique items. I like that. This is exactly what I was talking about. That value proposition. This tells exactly what your channel's about. And I love that you got the subscribe link right here, just like we were just talking about. That is really, really tight, really good. And I love the only thing is, I mean, you're searching worldwide for unique items, but you've got a picture of trees. I would find something more reselling related. Are you an eBay reseller? Are you a Poshmark? What platforms are you selling on? You might put something about what platforms you sell on here, and find a picture that's more niche relevant. But other than that, I like what you're doing. And honestly, I would make this the main point and put your name smaller. If you come over here and look at my channel, my name, which is my channel name, is the smallest thing on the banner because that's the least important thing on the banner. My value proposition takes up 3/4 of my banner because that's the most important thing on the banner. So I would make that bigger and think about this, that wavy text, the curly text, it looks cute. But how readable is that on a cell phone? That those kind of small, especially that small, that kind of text is really hard to read on a mobile device. 70 to 80% of all views on YouTube come from a mobile device. You can look in your own analytics and see if that's true for you. But every niche I've looked at, every single channel I've looked at so far where I've looked at the analytics, it's been true. About 70 to 80% of your views come from mobile. So you need to have everything optimized for viewability on mobile. Your titles, your thumbnails, your header banners, all that stuff needs to be optimized to be readable on a mobile device. Let's look at some of your videos. Unboxing, shoes, a reseller. It looks like it's got 329 views 3 months ago. It's not too bad. I'm not sure how it's performing as far as subscribers. I would put whatever your most subscribed video is. If that's this one, then leave it there. But if not, if you have another video, which you can look at your analytics and you can sort by subscriber and which videos brought you the most subscribers, and whatever your most subscriber video is, that's what I would put right here. because that's what you want. Right now, you only have 240 subscribers. Your number one goal should be getting this channel up to 1,000 subscribers. So I would focus on what is converting people to subscribers. And that may be, I don't know, because I can't see your analytics. So that may be your top performing video. Uploads. And this is something I didn't mention on Amber's channel, but I noticed the same thing. Get rid of these default playlists, past live streams, uploads. Remember, playlists are searchable, but you need to create your own playlist and put your own playlist on here. I would customize your homepage to have customized playlists. Like if we take a look at my channel, right here at the very top, our top videos to build your YouTube channel faster. One of my keywords in there. And these are my top 10 most best performing videos on my channel. The first thing you see my live streams that are upcoming. I've got my lives and my upcoming live streams, but then right underneath those, the very first playlist you see is the top videos on my channel. And this is my top 10 list. And I reorganized this list. I just did it earlier today, which it pretty much stayed the same anyway. But this is the top 10 most viewed videos on my channel. The most viewed, most watch time. This is how I know. When I said earlier, my top 10 videos are 8 of my top 10 videos are all live streams, because this is my top 10 list. So I know exactly what my top 10 videos are at all times. Then I have my podcast episodes. This is all my podcast episodes. And then I have, my series on YouTube analytics. Start breaking your videos down into good playlists and put those playlists on here. Your very first one, I would put your top performing videos on here, right here at the top. Then I would put, your pillars of content, what types. So maybe if you're doing sourcing videos, listing videos, what types of videos you put on your channel. Let's go look. Do you have playlists? So you have some playlists. I would do more keyword research and see, because jewelry unboxing, you're a very small channel. It's going to be very hard to rank for some of these keywords. We can pull up TubeBuddy. So like reselling 101. Okay, I can pull up TubeBuddy right here, and I can launch my keyword explorer and type in reselling 101. Okay, it doesn't get a whole lot of search. It's a fair, this optimization strength is based on my own channel, so we have to look at the unweighted version. Doesn't really adjust the score very much, but the search volume is really low for that keyword. I would find basics of reselling, maybe. We'll see if that. No, that went down. The score went up, but the search volume went down. Beginner's guide to reselling. We just have to play with different search terms until we find one that's a good competition. Look, more sharp, less competition. It's following into the yellow. Good optimization. When we look at the weighted score, even though this is my channel, okay, one of the things you can look at is right here. The lowest searched keyword or channel for that particular keyword has 856 views. The top search has 121,000 views. We can go right here to the search results, and we can look at the top channel. Moose Tracks has 2 of the top 20 results for a beginner's guide to reselling. And beginner's guide to reselling. And the only difference on that one was punctuation. But look, there's a lot of people searching for that term. We can also do that. Reselling 101. I see how people are optimized. Yeah, so there is a couple of other ones that are reselling 101. There's you right there. Vintage Vagabond Bands. So you are ranking number 9. But here's the thing. When it comes to these search rankings, Number 9 doesn't matter. Number 10 doesn't matter. Number 5 doesn't matter. 1, 2, and 3 will get about 70 to 80% of the search traffic for any search term. We'll go to these top 3. That's where you need to land. So I would take this one, this reselling 101, and maybe re-optimize your thumbnail. And without looking at the video, I can't tell what your stuff is. But I would try to maybe re-optimize that thumbnail to get more clicks. Um, and then try to see if you can boost that up in the rankings a little bit. But remember, these playlists can also rank in those search listings. So that's one of the things you want to look at. Let's look at your videos. I want to look at your most popular videos. Okay, 412 bulk.com unboxing. People love unboxing videos. And granted, I know, like, I couldn't do part of why we stopped doing so much on the storage scavengers. We haven't bought a storage unit in a month. So, it's hard if you're not sourcing a whole lot right now. But if you can do more of those, that was 5 months ago. If you can do more of those, I would do more of those unboxing videos. But again, don't just focus on unboxing. I would say, and look right here, you have what did I something, but I don't know because you have that timestamp that covers it up. This lower portion, this lower corner, forget it exists. Nothing should be in that lower corner right there because it's going to be covered up and it's going to be even worse on mobile. So basically, this whole section of your thumbnail should be blank or should be, something that doesn't matter to the thumbnail. Instead of, focusing on your face, which you have a nice face, there's nothing against your face, but I would focus more on the product. Showcase that product, get that product right up there in front of the camera, make that the main point of the image, and then say, we just sourced this or we just bought this. And, something that's going to be compelling for people to click on. Live liquidation flash sale. That's not too bad. Again, make it more compelling. Big, bold text. Make it big and easy to read. But overall, I mean, they don't look bad. You're still getting, a couple hundred views. So that's not bad for the time you've been on. Live stream 3 months ago. Again, I don't know how you're formatting your live streams. It's something I tell all the resellers I talk to, and most of them ignore me. But if you put more formatting into your live streams, your channel will grow through your live streams. I've grown my channel through starting to format the storage scavenger. I've grown this channel through starting to form my live streams more. I get rankings in search. I get subscribers because of the format we put into place. One of the things you've got these recommended channels, which is good on this tab, but I noticed you have them down here on your homepage. Again, your number one goal right now should be to keep people on your content, not sending them to somebody else. So right now, until you're up over at least over 1,000, and I recommend trying to shoot for 10,000 subscribers, then you want to, until you're over 1,000 subscribers, I would keep them off because you want to keep people on your content watching. And then one of the things that we'll look at, let's look at one of your videos. And yep, one of the things that you want to do is you want to always be funneling your traffic to another piece of your content. So you can do a pinned comment where you leave a comment right here and then you can pin it to the top. I would do that and put a link to the next piece of content you want them to watch. Or, this is part 2. It says, unboxing part 2. You put a comment in here and link to part 1. Tell them, hey, if you want to see the first part of this video, here's part 1. So you're showcasing what you found. I don't know if you did this in the video. Um, okay. This is what I was afraid of. This is what I was looking for. Look right here. What are we? 3 seconds into your video, and you have a link right here in the cards. Sending people away from your video within the first 3 seconds. That will probably help the other video, but it's going to destroy this one because you're sending people before they even get through your hook. You're sending them off your channel. You want to increase the views on this video. One of the things you need to do is I do suggest recommending people to that video, but I would put it down here past the halfway point. Say, throw something in there where we're going to send people to the first video if they missed it. Maybe do that in your recommended down here at the end. Did you recommend people to a piece of content through your end screen? Okay, so we have. Is this the same one? Yeah, it's recommending me to the same video I'm watching. I don't know if that's set on a specific video or if that's YouTube showing the most viewed, but I like that thumbnail. The one thing I don't like is I would make this a specific video, link this card back to part 1 instead of to itself. And oh, I see. I clicked and went back to part 1. Okay. So I would do that. I would make part 1 and part 2 link to each other on that. And that will help you with telling YouTube where to go. And again, you have that card. Make your cards, your end screen, that pinned comment all point in the same direction. This way you're telling YouTube when they watch this video, they watch this video next. And that'll help define where your audience should go, and it helps YouTube recommend your content better. And remember, when somebody comes to your channel, when somebody views your channel here on YouTube. Oh, let me put myself back up there. When people come to your channel on YouTube, remember this. YouTube is tracking their data. Okay. They don't have to subscribe to get your next piece of content. All they have to do is watch 1 or 2 pieces of your content. My friend Brendan just got me in. Hello, Brendan. So one of the things that we found is, like, if I watch Brendan's videos, which I do all the time, the next time he posts a video, whether I'm subscribed to him or not, that's going to show up on my homepage. It's going to show up in my recommended content because I've already proven that I watch his content. So when I'm watching, they're going to show it to my channel. So this is something that's important because it's going to help YouTube. When somebody comes to your channel and they've never been to your channel before, you want to get their attention, keep their attention, and send them to another piece of your content before they leave. This is why we use the end screens, the cards, to funnel people to the same piece of content, because then that's going to help YouTube say, hey, when they watch content on this topic, they watch this piece of content next. So now YouTube has more data on who to recommend that content to when they're doing recommended content. So I hope that that's helpful to you. We're going to run out of time here in a few minutes. Actually, they only got through a couple of these. But you're doing really well. I mean, 240 subscribers. You've got quite a few videos up here. I would recommend, I'm not sure Let me see. Let me go back. Because I got it sorted by most popular. Let me sort it by oldest. So 7 months. You've been on for 7 months. You've done a lot of content in 7 months. I am concerned about your low views after 7 months and your low subscriber count after 7 months. So again, I would focus on tweaking those videos, tweaking those channels, and then don't wait in this community. Do not wait for people to find you. Do not wait for people to come to your channel for YouTube to decide to show you up in search. Work on those keywords, work on those thumbnails, work on your titles and those things that we talked about. But get out there in the community and don't just be hanging out in the chat. I want to see you up there on the live streams, talking to people, telling them about your channel, talking about what you're doing, and sharing your experience as a reseller, giving some value to the community and talking about your experience and what you can bring to the table. Get out there. There's channels out there. Get on with Victoria. Get on with Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller. Get on with the other channels in that community. There's a huge live streaming presence in that community. And the best thing you can do to build this channel quickly is start getting on their live streams. Start talking to them. Get on with Kat, the Nurse Flipper. Start talking to her. See if you can get up on her live stream with her. She does panels on her live streams. And this is going to help you. Get on with Lone Star Picker. My friend Louie, he lives just a few miles down the road from me. Go to Lone Star Picker. He does a mindful merchants where he talks to other and interviews other resellers every Monday. And become a part of the community. And I've seen you in the community, and that's how you found me. So I know you're in there, but get up there on the live streams and start talking to people. I know it's nervous, it's hard at first, but it's the best thing you can do to get people to your channel. Don't just wait for people to find you. Get out there and get in front of them. There is a huge, huge live streaming presence in that community. I can tell you, I have over 300 channels that I follow in the reselling community. So I know there's a huge live streaming presence there. It's how I built a storage scavenger in really less than 6 months because I worked on it for about 2 or 3 months. And then I took a 4-month break and then I worked on it for another 2 or 3 months. Most of my growth, if you cut out the breaks and the time I took off, most of my growth happened within 6 months. And I target to almost 1,000 subscribers. 90% of that was getting out on people's live streams, talking to them about what we were doing, helping other people, sharing my tips, sharing my advice on what we were learning as a newbie in the business that didn't have a whole lot of experience, just sharing, hey, this is stuff we screwed up. This is things that we've done that's cost us money. And this is what we're doing now so that we don't make that mistake again. That's what the approach I took to it. That's the way I've always run my content on there. And it helped. That's how we grew our channel. And now we go and do an auction. We get we might get 40, 50 people in the auction, but those views, my auctions, I wound up with 3, 4, 500 views on my auctions, even though I only got like maybe 20 or 30 during the actual auction because people are watching it on the replay. So I hope that those help and can get you going. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Miss Adrian. I hope you're doing fantastic today. For those of y'all haven't followed Adrian, she was on me with my last channel reviews, and she just launched her new channel this week. So if y'all have not subscribed to Adrian, go check out Adrian Rose. And she just did a video today on how to claim your custom URL. She is funny, she is witty, and she is very informative. And she's much more entertaining than I am while still sharing some really solid advice. So y'all check her out. She's doing a great job. Yes, I see you. Should we have another one to come up? Uh-oh. And if anybody else has a chance or has a channel that they want us to take a look at real quick, we can look at one more if somebody wants to drop one in the chat, or otherwise we are going to have to go because our nurse is about to leave and Jessica needs my help with Emily. And we're excited. For those of y'all that came in later, we'll be talking about it more. I'm doing a little bit of looking into what's going on, but we'll be talking about it during the news tomorrow. But StreamYard got bought out today. They announced it this morning. So we'll see if it's good or bad. We're hoping it's a good thing. I only had a few submitted this time. So, and I really didn't have time to do a whole bunch of them. So it wound up being a good thing I didn't get a whole flood of them. I had 3 or 4. So we are going to then go ahead and call it a day. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you want more help with your channel, keep coming back. We're going to be doing conversations on content tomorrow where we're talking about 5 huge mistakes that YouTubers make when they try to do collaborations. And it's some of the big mistakes that really, some of those mistakes are things we've already been talking about, but we're going to put them in context of how it can affect your channel when you do a collaboration. So I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you tomorrow. Y'all have a great night.